Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is a political rhetoric. It's a political rhetoric because, for one, Peter Obi is not the reason why there is higher unemployment in Nigeria. The unemployment has been there before Peter Obi was probably even born. And then, whilst he's an astute businessman, he's not, interestingly, one of the major policymakers at the federal level. Yes, he owns businesses, but those businesses operate under the auspices of the CAC and indeed of the federal and local government where these shopping malls are located. So, is he breaking any laws? Not directly. And then, thirdly, the claim is that he's selling important goods. Not entirely is not true, because I am very sure every supermarket in this country sells products that are born, idea born by the way, and then finished in Nigeria. Groundnuts are sold in almost every supermarket, and these days you get to see people even market Gary in very nice polythene bags. Those are not imported. So that claim, maybe one can state it as an over-exaggeration, but this is where it's very dangerous, because there are some people who could read, listen to this particular comment and say, oh, it is the Bible. I said it, my leader has said it, so it must be true. So who exactly is going to teach the public, some Nigerians, most Nigerians, how to sift through these political rhetorics? Ladies and gentlemen, once again, fasten your seatbelt. I've given you an example. Now, I hope you can do very well to not just explain, but to give reasons why certain things can be done. It is the how and the why that we hope to find out. As always, please do well, turn down the volume of your radio, refrain from making derogatory or defamatory comments. If you didn't quite see it or hear it, don't make unsubstantiated claims. Now, very important, do not make comments that may be seen as inciting. The numbers to call: 070-0923-0923, 070-0923-0923, 070-0923-0923. Also, you can use your own number 0817-7923-0002, 0817-923-0009. Then join us on Facebook and Twitter at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH. Alright, that's where you get your messages read. WhatsApp and Telegram 0809-030-6416. 92.3. Hello, Port Harcourt. Good morning, please.
Mr. Zion, good morning, and thank you for this conversation. That is the essence. Few of us were privileged to further our education, so that we can be able to bring home some certain interpretation that needs explanation among us when such comments are made by the people up there or by the organs at the top. That is why the radio station brought certain conversation like this, so that we can analyze and speak the truth. Even though, unfortunately, some media houses have been captured by those who are fanatics to certain politicians or political parties. When such comments are being made, it's been brought to limelight to community discussion. It's been brought to family discussion, like you have done on your radio station, so that it can be analyzed and the truth be spoken. If yes, it's important commodities or product to a supermarket, why is it doing it? At what percentage? At what rate? What are the benefits? What are the advantages or the disadvantages? These are the kind of conversation that will now help those at the ground who intend to abuse, insult, or even cause more flame to such conversation. I've listened to other radio stations or fora that all they did was to abuse Oshomole. Oshomole candidates were also abusing the Peter Obi people. That was what I got. And I was so kind of, what is happening? It ought to be a newspaper review. Newspaper review. You ought to review the headline by by bringing out the juicy part of it, bringing out the interesting part of it, so that those who are not privileged to understand the perception can get a light out of it and work with the information.
Zion, I beg your pardon. So very quickly, because we have other callers. So how best? Now you talk about, yes, it's good to bring it out so people can analyze. So how do you then let the everyday Nigerian understand that, okay, when you hear this, you should be able to find out what A and B means? That's the real question. How do they sift through political rhetorics? How?
That is why I come in this direction. How is for me and you to discuss it in an environment of understanding. Everybody can't understand the rhetoric. Somebody needs to interpret for them. And that's what we are doing. The Oshomole only spoke on political ideology. Peter Obi came from the business angle as a businessman. So he's coming now, that's to show that there's something you have on the table to offer when it comes to manufacturing or production or imports. That is just my view.
Interesting. Thank you very much. So that's just his view. Once again, remember, it is part and parcel of this particular DAO not to make insinuatory conversation comments that can be seen to inflame or incite. All right, but once again, these things happen very quickly. And it's not just on the conversation that come through. Like I said, some of these comments, you find them. Once again, I cannot tell you how important it is, right, that you visit newsstands. When you get to just hear people just, okay, so this is what I heard, though, and then they go on from there. Most of these comments, these political rhetorics, whenever they come through or they get to be passed on, a lot of people are not able to, in quotes, disseminate properly, identify, and then maybe even correct the impressions. That's why you have people make comments like, oh, it was lost in translation. So how can that be prevented? That's our conversation. 070-0923-0923 070-0923-0923. Alright, that's the smart number. 070-0923-0923. And this one says, hi Ju, good morning. First and foremost, this is the bane of many a politician. The usage of language that might be seen in favor of them, despite the chances of making problems for the other person. But isn't that what politics is all about? Anyway, Okonkwo is speaking to us from NTA. Good morning to you and welcome. Hello, Port Harcourt.
Yeah, thank you, Jude.
Good morning.
By that comment of Tumeru,
I'm sorry.
I've shown that it's not an economist.
Is Tinubu didn't make any statements, sir? We're talking about
in economics. It is not the importation of goods that brings unemployment. What brings unemployment is inability of a country to industrialize an environment. That's number one. Number two, if there is no constant light, uninterruptible power supply for people to run their businesses, that will cause unemployment.
Mr. Kunko, all of this is well. Hello, sir. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. All of this is well understood. I think there's been a lot of exposes on this. But the question is the rhetorics. How can people see beyond what the politicians are saying to determine if this is what it truly is? Who is going to tell them? How are they going to be as well educated enough to know, this statement, shouldn't be taken literally. This statement is only a figure of expression. Political rhetorics, once again, it's the conversation this morning. And we've seen this happen before in Trump's era, during Obasanjo's election, during John Benn's election. You often hear this during elections all over the world. Somebody comes and don't vote for Jude. Jude does not use to wash his hand, though. If you don't want to have people who shake your hand with oil, don't be voting for Jude. Jude will eat butter and fish and not wash his hands. Someone could hear that and go, really? Is that true? That means this man is a dirty person. Maybe not. But a discerning ear and mind should then go and find out, is this really true? Is that the practice for many Nigerian? These political rhetorics, once again, are they, the best way to put this, can you sift through when you get to hear them? And if you can't, and if the people around you cannot, who then should teach them? How should they be sensitized enough to know that A doesn't always mean A? A could mean B. In math, if A is equals to B, that means B is equals to A. My name is Jude. Hello, Port Harcourt Returns. This is the headline. This morning. Now, my name is Jude Omamigbe, and our major conversation is a very touchy one because it has to do with what people say and how they say. In particular, we're speaking about political rhetorics, and my question still remains: are Nigerians able to sift through certain political statements? And these statements can come from organized groups, sometimes from people who don't even know, sometimes people who are just supporters, and they come every day, everywhere. I gave an example earlier on about Oshomole's alleged comments. Oh, that is the Labour Party person that is contributing to unemployment. Now, the comment is not too accurate because there has been unemployment before his arrival, before his, as we're bursting on the scenes in the world of business. But is there a component of truth in it? Yes, because you can argue that if you continue to import goods, yes, it's going to mean that more foreign exchange is going to be used and maybe less jobs for people here. But that's not exactly true because these supermarkets, and I mean almost if not every supermarket in this country, sells goods and sometimes services that are homegrown. But that's just one political statement. There are several others. I've given examples of how people could say Jude doesn't wipe his hands after eating bread and fish. It's possible. But have you gone through? Have you found out why that person said so? In the US, Donald Trump has said so many things about so many aspirants, even those of his party, running into the primaries. Eventually, he won. He became president. It didn't stop. These rhetorics, these posturings are not far from politics, hence the coinage political rhetorics. So, once again, on this Pokey Talk station this morning, I ask, can you, as a Nigerian, you listening to us, do you know how to sift through the political rhetorics and go, oh, come on? Can you identify when it's, an over-exaggeration, a masquerading of facts or figures? As it were, manipulation of, in quote, facts to suit a particular narrative. Can you? And if you can or cannot, how can more people do what you do, particularly if you can? My name is Jude. As always, welcome to Hello Port Harcourt.
The views and opinions
070-0923-0923. That is the smart number, 070-0923-0923. Then you can use the other numbers, 081-7923-0002, 081-7923-0003, 081-7923-0007. And once again, please, when you call in, do well, turn down the volume of your radio set. Refrain from making derogatory or defamatory comments. If you didn't quite see it or hear it, don't make unsubstantiated claims. Very important as well, please, do not make comments that may be seen as inciting. 923, good morning, please. Welcome.
Good morning. My name is Captain. Calling from Idrissa.
Welcome, Captain.
The problem of Nigerian politicians, sometimes they will make some comment that will bring hate and other things. Well, sometimes that, like the comment that they made in the APC vice president made, the other person, Gringori, whatever we call them, mushroom and other things. For me, if you say some things like that, I will not look those things. I will look for the persons. Maybe I will also find a way whether those people are doing those things. But sometimes the politics we are playing in Nigeria is that they want to use bad words to campaign so they win. They're forgetting about the outcome of those speech. That's the problem we have in Nigeria. If they can focus on what they are going to give Nigeria, everything will be okay. But by using hate speech and other bad words, don't think maybe it's going to be well with Nigeria with those kind of comments they are using in campaign and other things.
All right, thank you. Yes, go please.
So, like the one at the River State PDP, I think that they are going to focus on what they are going to give to the people. I like that. If our politicians can just go straight, and if I want to build road for Nigerians, and you go direct to that point, without calling party A or party B, it will be okay. The people will look what you want to give to us and vote for you, not by calling the other person's candidate names or other things. But the problem of Nigeria now, it will come. The only thing Nigerian politicians can do is to use bad words. That's the only problem. If they can shift from that, we will have a very nice election and other things. But without that, we violence everywhere with hate speech and the spoiling of other person's names.
Well, thank you very much. I need to get to another caller, 923. Okay. Hello, good morning. Okay, yeah, but sorry about that. He did make a very interesting point, and that is, look, if they can move away from these rhetorics in making these comments. Interestingly, it's even one of the things both the government and indeed INEC is very proactive about. At least they try to be proactive, talking about not encouraging people from making, both politicians and indeed their supporters, for making comments that might come across as being offensive. You have the right to respect. There should be a way to dialogue. So once again, can you, listening right now, can you determine, sift through these political rhetorics and say, okay, this is not what is meant. Maybe this is an implied meaning or a reference of some sort, a metaphor of some sort. Are you able to do that? And if you're not, then who is going to be able to tell, or as it were, educate the larger public? Nigerians. After all, it is Nigerians that will vote, that will be actively participating in the elections. Not Kenyans, not Ghanaians, and by no means Cameroonians. It is going to be Nigerians. Yeah. Back to you on the phone lines. WhatsApp, Telegram 009-030-6416 009-030-6416. A very difficult question. First and foremost, I think the NOA should do more by sensitizing the people what they should expect. They should encourage those who should be in the political spaces to use words and comments that will not cause division. We've been divided for too long along so many lines, but this is probably one of those important times. The NOA should come up and teach people how to be able to determine what is good and what is bad. Okay. Anyway, interesting. Let's get to hear from our next caller. Oh dear. That was Jack, I believe, and the line just went off on you. Apologies. Do apologize. Most likely the drop call scenario. So 070 0923. That's the smart number. 070-0923. You can also use your own numbers if you have them. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007. As always, please do well. Turn down the volume of your radio set. When you call in, just give your name to the call screener, and then you will be patched on to us. Jack is back on the line. Let's get to hear from Jack. Jack, good morning to you, please.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Very well. Welcome, please.
Okay, well, I just contribute a little.
Yes, please.
Morning topic. The truth is, on a normal human being should completely disregard hate speech from leaders. For me, once a leader, someone who is coming out to contest for a particular post, once you use a hate speech, I would not regard you as a good leader. So completely disregard whatever hate speech you use, and then focus on the ones I know that are giving speeches that will change our society.
But if I may ask, how did you come to this resolution? What made you decide that, look, this is how you're going to respond to this kind of scenario? What is it that you know that many Nigerians don't know?
That's why we have radio stations to give out or give orientations to people to know what is good or to know their rights.
All right, Jack, a pleasure to have heard from you this morning. So it's talking about using the media, that if that's a very viable place for you to get proper information, then it should be a good place for you to learn good things. All right, maybe not. All right, let's get to Facebook. Facebook.com/Nigeria Info PH. Facebook.com/Nigeria Info PH. Are Nigerians able to sift through certain political statements? We're talking about political rhetorics this morning. Now, one George officer says Nigeria will be able to sift through. Nigerians will be able to sift through political statements if the media is alive to its duty. The media should engage these politicians and people and create an interface between the two. Politicians should not be allowed to even own media outfits. Interesting comments there. Fascinating. Well, I don't know if it's going to be possible to say, okay, Mr. A should own a media outlet, and then after a while decides to run for a political position because, he has a right of association, and he has a right to try and make money, let's be honest. But it's the transparency that's very important and very key in the conversation like this. All right, messages here 009-030-6416, and so says, hi, good morning. A lot of Nigerians cannot sift through political rhetorics. Very often it is what their leader says that they buy hook and sinker. They don't want to find out. If it's favorable for them, that means it's not good for the other person. And so mantras you get to hear are usually on that very line. Let it be good for us and let it be bad for them. That is not progressive politics. I like that phrase, progressive politics. You see, whether you like it or not, whether you believe in party A or party B, so long as you are in a political entity or a territorial border, whatever is good largely is going to affect all within that space, and whatever is bad is going to affect all within that space. So yes, there should be a push. In fact, it should be encouraged for more and more people to talk about progressive politics. How do you get there? Because, very often you hear people talking about, the politics here is a lot of violence. We do hope that, apart from just having security forces, but we do hope that the mindset of those, that will be you, by the way, that will be you and you, who are going to participate, that the mindset changes. So if tomorrow I come and say, hey, Mr. Oko is not a good man because he doesn't sweep his backyard, don't vote for him. Or it's because of Mr. Okoro that there's no power, because every time Mr. Okoro puts on his generator, the smoke gets onto the wire, and then the wire will now become black, and then one day the wire cuts. Yes, that's why we don't. It's because of people like him who don't put on the generator. Have you made an investigation? Do you just believe what I've just said? Do you do that? Do you practice? When I get any information, when I hear my leader, like we like to call him in this country, my leader, my political party leader, is a leader, is a father, who follow him. When you get to hear this man or this woman, this leader, say something, do something, make political statement, particularly putting down the other side, the opposition, and there are several oppositions, thank heavens. How are you able to say, this is the right way to go? This is not the right way to go. Zero 0923 0923 070 0923. There are numbers to call 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0003, 0817 923 0007, and 0817 923 0009. But when you use the smart number, let your name be heard, give your name, and so you can be patched through to the studio. WhatsApp and Telegram available 0809 030 6416, 0809 030 6416. Now, the first where we are stepping our, or as we're hinging our conversation on, is a comment alleged to be from Adams Oshomole. This is on the Vanguard newspaper, and he claims, right, that the presidential candidate Peter Obi is responsible for the high unemployment in Nigeria. Now, I started by saying that is not entirely accurate. In fact, it's not accurate. It is not accurate. It is one of those comments politicians make to paint their own part as the good side and the other part as the bad side. Hence the term political rhetoric. Alright. Now, if someone gets to hear this, a Nigerian, how is that Nigerian going to be able to know that this guy is just trying to, as it were, put up a show for the favor of his own candidate or party? Because that comment can be read in the very literal term. People can read that and say, so he's the reason why we are all suffering. He's a bad man. But once again, it's not entirely true. If we're using this example of the supermarket, that yes, this man has supermarkets, he imports finished goods into Nigeria and sells in the supermarket, I don't think that's a lie. Now, the question that has to be asked is this: is he the only one doing it? Is that what is being permitted by the government? If the government is permitting it, then it's not his fault directly. That's another thing. Thirdly, you have to ask, is it really true that everything sold in that particular supermarket is important? And I've been to a lot of supermarkets, and I can tell you that that's not true. Even along your street, wherever you are, you have supermarkets that will sell things that are important, but also things that are made in Nigeria. You can't do without it. It's impossible. Well, we have Good in Choba. Good morning to you, Good. Welcome, please.
Okay. Now, can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly, please.
Okay. If you tell me that the Nigerian leaders do not know what to do to fix this nation, I will argue with that. They know what to do, and nobody should blame the masses. Imagine where politicians are above the law. They disobey the content of the law. And I listened to one of the guests in the studio describing the ill attitude of the masses, littering the streets and doing one or two things that are not supposed to.
Wait, hold on, Good. Good. I have to pause you. There is no guest in the studio.
Especially, the masses have lost confidence in these leaders. The constitution that is written, that is initiated, they are not obeying it. The law enforcement agencies are even disobeying the law. Everybody is disobeying the law. So they turn it around on the masses. Please, I support Pastor Eneje.
Oh, okay, good. I'm sorry. I think you probably had the wrong dial and the very wrong conversation, because I had to look around myself and go, but there's nobody here with me. I don't have a guess. But good. I think it was an honest mistake, and I apologize. I need to be very sure of where it is you were taking the conversation to. But no, I think you honestly have had the wrong dial. My sincerest apologies. Good. Now, if you want to talk to us here in the studio, Nigerian, for the number is 070 0923 0923 070 0923 0923. All right, this is a very interesting message here from AK. AK says, hi Joe, good morning. A lot of people know what to do, but they refuse to do it because of their selfish reasons. People will hear something and they know it's not true, but because it serves them in the bid of their political ambition, they not only accept it, but they continuously push it. And this is a fact of life. It is a selfish game. Nobody wants to hear this, but politics is actually a game of selfish interest. But the question is, how selfish can your interest be? If your interest is more selfish than the interest of the larger group, then there is a huge problem. But if your selfish interest can meet the needs of the larger, then you have a better system. And sadly, that is a system we don't have here in Nigeria. AK says. Final caller. Good morning, please.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, please.
This is Super speaking.
Welcome.
There's an adage in my place that says, an empty container makes the largest noise. These people that use people's privileges to try to discourage people from voting for the people they need, they have nothing to show. Like in the section last time, like 2015, I can still recall, they asked APC, what is the change you want to give to the people? They didn't answer that question up till now. And that is what we are experiencing now. And some of our leaders have started something again. When you ask them, they will not come and tell people what they want.
So how do you know? Let me ask you. So let me ask, when somebody says something that maybe it's true or not, how are you able to investigate and find out if there is any sense in what he's saying? Do you think many Nigerians have that? Do you think
as far as I'm concerned, I know whom I want to vote for, because I am in Nigeria and I've been watching what has been happening in the country.
Okay.
The PDP has started PDP, has started APC, their values. Now, for me, it is time for us to change.
Okay.
The real change that will impact on human beings. We are the ones that are suffering.
All right, so she's able to, as it were, assess. All right, she looks at it and says, oh, "Okay, I've tried this, I've tried that. Well, this is it, this is that." So people shouldn't come and try to change the mind. That's what political rhetorics are. They're meant to, as it were, maybe make you shift your stand. Have you been able to sift through? Can you listen and then decide this is the best way, or that's? In fact, it's almost like a debate. And if you've been paying attention, was that 2 months ago when we had the ability to differ debate? That was all it was about. It wasn't about who was right or wrong in any of the debates, but it was who was able to pass the point and then convince the judges and in some instances the listener that, okay, look, this argument is sound. This is argument you should go with. All right, so my job here for now is done. Don't forget, news comes up your way midday, and after that, the sunny side. More conversations will come up your way. And then later on, as the world gets to prepare for the FIFA World Cup tournament, you have the sports gang later on who will be sharing you with details and updates. But for now, it's a goodbye. And for those of you who are Chelsea supporters, take heart. These things happen. Liverpool, no, you get them. Manchester United, don't worry, save face. Manchester City, we believe in you. Arsenal, enjoy it while you can. My name is Jude. Hello, Potako returns tomorrow.